"Don't do drugs, don't have unprotected sex, don't be violent, leave that to me." This quote is from Marshall Mathers, who is more commonly known as Eminem. Eminem was raised by his mother in Detroit, Michigan, where he was constantly being moved from school to school. And because of that, he failed ninth grade 3 times, and after that he decided to drop out of school and start working. Believe it or not, Eminem is an inspiration. He's an inspiration because he overcame adversity, he overcame addiction, and he overcame the odds. First, I'm going to tell you about how he overcame adversity. Eminem overcame adversity because he had a rough childhood. His father left at a very young age, like right when he was born, and he was raised by a mother who he despised. Now Eminem has 1 biological daughter, and he adopted 2 daughters within his family. He wanted to be a better parent than what his parents were to him. He mentions his family in his songs, whether it's in a positive or negative way. You have to listen to the lyrics to understand. He is positive when he talks about his children, but negative when he talks about his mom and dad. Now that I've told you about how he overcame adversity, I'm going to tell you about how he overcame addiction. In the music industry, a lot of musicians and talented people do drugs and stuff. Eminem was addicted to prescription pills. He was working on becoming sober in 2002, according to his friend Proof, but then Proof got shot at a nightclub or something, and Eminem took it really hard. He went downhill from there, and at the peak of his addiction, he contemplated suicide. He has a quote that says, "I just wasn't taking care of myself, and I wanted to just give up." He went to rehab once, but after that, or during his time at rehab, he was annoyed by people stealing pens and his personal items, and he was annoyed by people asking him for autographs all the time. So he decided to ask for help from other people. Elton John was one of the main people that helped him, and he always thought about his daughters and how he wanted to be a good influence on them. So by thinking about his daughters, that helped him overcome his addiction. He is now 5 years sober, and he's writing more motivational music. Now that I told you about how Eminem overcame addiction, I'm going to tell you about how he overcame the odds. He overcame the odds because he went from rags to riches. He had a rough childhood, and now he is a successful rapper in the music industry. He has been nominated for 300 awards and won 240 of them, which is an 80% success rate. He's collaborated with big names such as Rihanna, Nicki Minaj, Lil Wayne, and his friend Dr. Dre, who recently died. He's one of the most successful rappers of our time period. Eminem overcame many obstacles in his life, which got him to where he is now. His life has been a big roller coaster ride, but it was definitely worth it to get him to where he is today. Eminem is an inspiration because he overcame adversity, he overcame addiction, and he overcame the odds. I want you to leave here thinking, how do you want to be remembered in your life?